Hey, what's up everyone? Boss get up. This is Valoramous. In today's DJ tutorial, we're going to talk about the basics of how and when to MC. So we'll hop into Rekordbox, which is my DJ software of choice. I will show you my method for planning and preparing how and when to MC during a DJ set. Okay, so this is Rekordbox. This is what the interface looks like. On deck A or deck 1, you have my track How You Like It. And on deck B or deck 2, you have my track Shooting Stars. So the first thing to take into consideration when you MC is you do not want to overdo this. So do not get on the mic and be constant on the mic. A lot of times when your audience is there in a public venue or a private venue, if you have a private event, they're not there to hear you talk the whole night. So they'd rather hear the music. So what you want to do is how you want to MC is you want to keep your transmissions short and sweet. So for example, say you're introducing the next track. You will just simply say, hey, how's everyone doing out there? Hope you guys are having a great night. Now let's listen to, and then insert the name of the song. Or if you're going to introduce your next song, you could say, hey, this is Valoramous. This is my new track. How You Like It? Hope you all enjoy. And then hit play. Now, where to MC is also a bit of a science, but also an art. So I'll give you two examples here on how and when I actually MC. The first one is I create a loop of a song that has less musical elements in the track. So for example, I'll use a 8-beat loop or a 16-beat loop during the outro section primarily. So on deck 1, you can see here I have a 8-beat loop, and this is towards the end of the track when there's less musical elements, and I do this because it'll be less distracting for the audience. So you simply loop this section, and when you loop it, you want to make sure you get the entire phrase. There'll be musical phrases. So if you only do a 4-beat section, it oftentimes will not be enough, and the music won't sound like it's continuously playing as it's meant to be played. So usually it'll be an 8-beat or a 16-beat loop, but if you do this correctly with fewer musical elements, the audience will not be distracted, and they'll almost be expecting you to say something because it's a perfect break in the music. The second location to begin your MCing is right at the break at the start of a song. So for example, in EDM music, a lot of times you'll have a 16-bar intro, and then at the beginning of that 17th bar, that is when the song will break, and there usually be no drums and no vocals and very few musical elements. And as you can see here, this is the end of the intro section, and you can see there's a bit of musical information, but then right at the start of the 17th bar, you can see how tiny this sausage layer on the, meaning the waveform, how tiny this waveform is, and that's because there's a lot fewer musical elements in the track at that point, and that is a perfect time to get on the mic and say something, or maybe introduce your next song. So for example, if this is where the song breaks, you can loop this. You could turn your fader down, and then you can get on the mic. A lot of times when you get on the mic, though, the music will become a background element and it will go into the background anyway. But this is a perfect opportunity to MC. Okay, so now with all that said, without further ado, I will show you an example of MCing that I did live from scratch on the fly. I did not plan or prepare this, but using these principles, I knew when and where to MC, and I did this by looping a 8-beat loop at the tail end of a section that had fewer musical elements, and then I was able to introduce my next song, which at the time was my new song Shooting Stars, which was released about a year ago.
Hope you guys have a good night tonight. If you have a request, just come up here and let me know. And without further ado, this is my new song Shooting Stars.
Okay, so there you have it. That's my basic tips for how and when to MC. If you think I'm forgetting something, please leave in the comments below. If you like this content, let's see more. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.